What is up, ladies and gentlemen? What a time to be alive. Welcome to Constructing the Beast. I am your host, Darius Riddick, a.k.a. Riddick the Lion, a.k.a. Chocolate Thunder, a.k.a. Big Diesel, a.k.a. Mighty Morphin Power Lion. I really hope there's no copyright behind that because I don't want to get sued. But anyways, welcome again to Constructing the Beast. If this is your first time listening in, welcome. And if you are unfamiliar with what Constructing the Beast is about, it is a movement. Ladies and gentlemen, tips, tricks, tools, and the whole shebang to create a more dominant, ass-kicking society. And for you to develop, construct, and feed the beast within, around you, and to dominate in every single aspect of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll say it again, but I don't think I could ever say it enough. I want to say thank you so much for all of your help, all of your support, all of your dedication, and all of your drive, your desire to get better and to have me get better and to continuously provide things to the world. Because whether you know it or not, whether you see it now, we all together are changing the course of history forever. One movement at a time. So thank you so much for your ultimate support. Without you, none of this will be possible. And with that being said, the only thing I ask from today's lesson, other than you learning something, when you learn something or if you feel like there's something that benefits you, I want you to share it with someone. Share it with someone that you know, or someone that you just met, someone that you really care about, or someone that you may not get along with, that you may want them to take a little change and you're trying to give them a hint. Know what I'm saying? But if you find something of value in today's episode, I would like for you to share it with that person, because ultimately that's how we make this thing happen. We continuously pass on that knowledge, that good information to those that we feel can contribute to society. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the ultimate goal. So enough of that, but I am just always absolutely excited to get up here and to give you guys the information, all the things I know, the things I feel that would truly benefit you. And if you saw today's title, it's going to be about choosing the proper team in order to construct your beast, and what that means in terms of who you keep around you, who fuels your flame, who's dousing it, who you give energy to, and who you put in your business. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as minute as these details may be, every single person that you talk to throughout the day, every single person that you associate with that adds into your dream or into your vision, that is going to snowball, and it's going to matter a lot in the long run. And, sometimes people think like, oh, well, that's obvious. Obviously, if I keep toxic people around, I'll be negative. And, that's good that some people think like that. But I don't really think that a lot of people take a step back and look at those that they actually have in their life, the people that they actually give that energy to. Because as a human being, we only have a certain amount of energy throughout the day. You'll hear people say it all the time, and it's 100% true. So when you are giving a certain amount of energy to some people, it is going to drain you or it is going to fuel you. There's no in between. You can fuel up a car or you can drive it and the gas goes down. There's no neutral unless you're parked, which, if you're parked, that means you're in a comfort zone. You're not going anywhere, which that's not good. So to basically put this in layman's terms, I think of the whole concept of choosing the proper team and like who's in your corner, who's in your life, as an interview process. And what I mean by that is this. So whenever people want to have a new job, whenever they go to, pursue their career, or if they want just a job on the side, whatever it is that they're going in there for, there is a specific reason. Some people just want to make money, right? Money's good. Money's nice. People like money. Some people want to benefit something from that. Some people want to help others. All right. Some people want to learn more. Some people use it as a stepping stone to their next career. Whatever it may be, that person has some intention going into that interview. And whether that is malicious or beneficial to that person, it is still a reason. And that's what some people have to look at. It is so important to know exactly who's going to be into your corner, because when you bring certain people into life, when you meet somebody new, you don't know whether that person is going to be into your life to use you. Maybe they see something that you have that they want, or maybe that person actually sees something genuine in you. They feel like they can benefit from you, or they can benefit your life and add some value to it. Or maybe that person just doesn't like who they are as a person. They want to make a change. Whatever that reason may be, you have to be aware of what that reason is. Now, I'm not saying that everyone that comes into your life, you should have some sort of skeptical mindset towards it. You should always treat everyone with the same amount of respect until they devalue you, or till they disrespect that. And then that's when you approach it accordingly. However, not everyone has your best interest in mind, no matter how they may come off. And I know a lot of you are probably, feeling this right now, because a lot of people, if you look back in your life, a lot of people that you let in, they were very different at the beginning when the interview started, before they were hired. But whenever you hired them on and they realized what the job process was like, what the actual work was going to be, their ethics, their values, their beliefs were not the same. Some of them got a complete 180. Some people completely changed how they were, and they didn't even seem like the person you first saw when it was at that job interview. And, honestly, I've learned over time that could be a multitude of reasons. It could be anything from what they're experiencing in their life, or what they were experiencing at the time, to basically how they feel. Maybe their feelings were different when they first signed on, because, as you know, feelings change over time, right? It's your mindset that constantly grows. But if you go through life based off what you're feeling, then that you're on a path to destruction. So basically what I'm trying to get at here, ladies and gentlemen, is when you are in the interview process for someone new, metaphorically speaking, you have to ask the right questions. They have to know exactly what they're going to be up against, right? Obviously, things are going to change when it comes to the actual job listing, the job description, quote unquote. However, up front, you can't tell somebody, yeah, we're going to be eating cakes and cookies every day. And, you're not going to have to do anything. It's going to be super cool. Work is going to be easy, blah, 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 blah. And then every day you're as a boss, you're yelling at them, and ain't no cookies and cakes. You're eating like thorns and pickled kumquats. I don't even know what a kumquat is, but it don't sound good. All right, that's the point. And the reason for this is, if you falsify the job description, you are not going to get the right people on your team. You're not going to get the right people in your corner. So now let me make this more of a literal thing. So if you are someone looking for a relationship, right? That is your interview process. You're looking for someone that is going to treat you right. That's going to be smart, kind, strong-willed, ambitious, dedicated, faithful. If you're looking for those sort of things, that is perfectly fine. Whatever your preferences may be, that's okay. However, if your job description is you going out to the club, you spending unnecessary amounts of money, you not taking care of your health, and you only focusing on your individual aspect, and you're always skeptical about what that person's doing, that's completely different than what you are looking for. And understand the people that you are attracting are not going to be the right people for the job. They're not going to be the right people looking for that job description just based off what you advertised. And the same concept goes for friendships. It goes for family. It goes for jobs, your business, what you're trying to do in life, sports, what you're trying to build, like fitness. It goes for every single thing you can apply this to. If what you are advertising, if your job description is not what you actually want in your life, who you actually want in that position, then the people that are applying for it, the people that are attracted to that job description, are not going to be the ones you want in your life. And this is the reason why down the line you realize some of these people are not who you wanted in your life, and why some of these people are now showing their true colors, and it's not matching up with what your goals, your aspirations and ambitions are, because initially either you or that person were clouded by fantasy of what you thought you wanted, and you didn't follow the true job description. Now, fortunately enough, that some people are so strong-minded and so open-minded that when they do apply for this job and they get it and things aren't what they seemed, even how shitty it may be and it may not have been what they wanted, they understand that everything is a stepping stone. You will have those people in your corner on your team that whatever the job may go through, if your company, so to speak, so your life, if it goes downhill, you go bankrupt, you get into lawsuits or whatever it may be, when the shit hits the fan, those people will still be right next to you with some Kleenexes, some wipes, and some Lysol to help you clean up some mess, and hopefully some nose plugs, because it's going to stink. And those, ladies and gentlemen, is what I like to call, and what some people call, day ones. The top-notch dedicated people who, no matter what, they stick with it. Not based off the job description or because things get so terrible they want to better themselves, but based off your aura, the way you carry yourself as a person. And those people are very easy to spot, and it's not, in the best time to notice those people is not when it's really good, because anybody can stick around when it's good, and it's not when it's really shitty, because some people are still willed enough to stick around when it's still shitty. It's the aftermath. The people that are really there for you is not there. They won't just be around in your time of need, but after you curse them out or you say some stuff you wish you never said that you can't take back, those people will still be there afterwards and be like, "Hey, asshole, I remember you saying this stuff, right? But I know the stuff you were going through, and it's cool. But what I would like is for you to be there for me as well, because you know what? I know what it feels like." Those are the day one people. Those are the people that you need in your corner, not just anybody applying for the actual job description. And I know it's a simple concept, and it is. It's the simplest things in life that as long as we adhere to those, it makes us stronger as people, as entrepreneurs, as athletes, as mothers, as fathers, parents, anything, sons, daughters, everything that we could possibly be. It makes us stronger in that position, And the biggest thing, the way to prevent the wrong people in your corner, the way to do this is to be honest. Not just honest with the people that that you want to be in your life, not just honest in the job description, but honest with yourself. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? Who do I truly want in my life? Don't be saying you want to be married to the hustle, married to the game, and you want to make this money and make that, do this, do that. You don't want to have this car and this thing. But the minute that somebody doesn't give you the proper validation that you're looking for, you get down on yourself, or you feel like you're not doing enough, or you see somebody else who has something that you don't, and then you get down about that. Somebody who wants all that stuff, that's not the kind of mentality that they have. So what is it that you really want? Because envy is not something that somebody of high status demonstrates, because they know no matter what, they're going to get what it is that they're going to, regardless of what other people have, regardless of what other people say, regardless of what they demonstrate. Nothing's going to hold them back, because greatness cannot be overshadowed. It cannot be silenced, and it cannot ever be cut out. If you want to be somebody of great status, or if you want to be a bodybuilder, if you want to be an athlete, if you want to be a good mom, a good dad, if you want to be a great parent, you want to be a good son, you want to be someone that is a good person, someone that people look up to, understand you have to have those same people in your life, and know that where you are finding them, where you are looking for them, is going to matter. If you're looking for them in the club, right? If you're looking for them out on the streets, if you're looking for them in the bars and the pubs, you're going to get the type of people that hang out in those places. But if you really want to find those people that you want in your life, those people that are going to tell you exactly what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, the people that are going to build you up, that are going to fuel your flame, they're going to put gasoline in your car to make it run, not siphon that stuff or to break your car down, to douse your flame. You have to go to some of these seminars. You have to go to these leadership things. You have to do things that you would not conventionally do, because think about it. If you are the way you are, where would you find yourself? I know that's like self-ception, right? Where would you find yourself? Where would you hang out? If you could picture yourself how you are, the things that you want, the person that you want in your corner, the people on your team, where would you find them? You wouldn't find them in these places. So stop looking for them in those places, because you are putting the wrong people in your corner. When you hear these people talk about how the wrong things are happening to them, or this person played them during this, or this person hurt them, or this person did this, it's because you are not being honest and you're not finding them in the right place. And I understand there are some circumstances that are different where some people are just assholes, and that is understandable. But you as a person, being level-headed, strong-willed, and strong-minded, can see that as well. So it's going to happen. That's the anomaly. However, the majority of the time, it's all about location. So don't be surprised if you're just going to the bar and you don't find the husband of your dreams. Don't be surprised if you're on Tinder and you only find someone who wants to sleep with you. Newsflash, that's what that stuff is for. So if you really want to find someone, the right people to be in your corner, the right people to be in your team, first off, you got to be honest. You got to let people know exactly how you are, like the things that tick you off, the things that make you who you are. Don't be vague. Be straight up, because people will gravitate towards honesty. And the people that don't like the way you are, that can't stand like really petty shit, that's the people that you need to cut out of your life. Say bye-bye. Now they're out of your corner. You can move forward. But if you want to make millions, you want to make billions, right? You want to be someone that looks fucking fantastic naked, right? You want to look amazing. You want to do great things. You have to radiate towards those people and stop trying to find it in other places where those people don't dwell. Because of a sheep does not dwell in a lion's den because it knows better. Think about that. And ladies and gentlemen, the last thing that I want to touch on is the fact that not everyone that you do encounter is going to have the same vision, the same mindset, and the same goals in general. So you may meet some people that, you like certain things about them, but back to what I said before, it comes to when things are the worst and then the aftermath when you see who's really there. If you are in a time of need and people aren't there for you, or if you are continuously reaching out to someone who is not giving you the same amount of respect, that person is not on your team. That person is not even in your corner. That person may be in the same ring, but they're not with you. Okay, now understand that. You have to, respect is a big thing. You have to respect the fact that that person is not for you and cut them out. I don't care who it is, and you shouldn't care either. If it's family, if it's friends, if it's a husband or a wife or kids, it doesn't matter who it is. If you have respect for yourself, if you want to maintain self-respect and dignity, you have to understand your team may not be huge, and you may not have family on that team. You may not have friends that have been around for years on that team. You may have a wife that you want on that team, but she doesn't belong on that team. And the same goes for husbands. The same goes for boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, aunts, uncles, daughters, sons, all of them. Because understand, you came in this world alone. And sometimes that's the mentality you just have to have. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but you have to have the strength enough. What are you going to do? Are you going to continuously get your ass beat in the corner by yourself begging for help from other people who you think should be there? Or are you going to stand the hell up? Tell people you will not be discounted. Hold your head up high and get picked up by those people who want to be on your team, who need to be on your team. You got to think about that. I know I definitely do, and I think about it like this. Everyone that ever wanted to accomplish something, actors, actresses, they have production teams, directors, supervision teams, lighting, everything. They have a mass amount of teams that help them make that movie a thing. They don't do it on their own. And if they have a shitty team, it comes out a terrible product. Athletes, they have coaches, they have trainers, they have therapists. If that team is terrible, then they are an ineffective athlete. They cannot do it on their own or with a bad team. The same thing goes for businessmen and women. They have managers, supervisors, trainees, trainers, HR. If legs of that team are just dragged along, if they're kept on the team just because, or because they're family, or because, man, they've been around for a while, so maybe I should just keep them on, that creates an ineffective business. It creates a weak spot. And eventually, that weak spot is going to get weaker and weaker. And I'm sure from here, you can tell what's going to happen. So, today, take a step back. Ask yourself, who do I want on my team?